Hi, I would like to comment on your video. I think what you describe is an accurate portrayal of the opening moves of a market, the opening game. Now, if you think of a market as having participants trying to win clients, if you will, trying to win customers, you can see how it falls into sort of a game theory. Okay, so I'm going to use a little game theory here to describe what's going on, because capitalism, if nothing else, is all about winning the market. Capitalism is winning the market, and as such, it subjects it to game theory. So I'm going to use a little game theory here to sort of describe my position. First of all, when a market is very young, you've got a very large number of participants who are selling to, let's say, people who are either wealthy or they're enthusiasts, people who are very well informed, who are sort of ahead of the curve and willing to adopt new technology. They're enthusiasts, okay, and they generally have a lot of information about the products, usually devote a lot of research into products and trying to select the best ones. So the early market is where the conditions are the most ideal for capitalism, because there's a large number of market participants competing for the business of very well-informed clients. Okay, that's ideal conditions for capitalism. All right. Now, what happens is that as the game progresses, there is a decrease in the number of market participants and the number of producers for one reason or another. You know, perhaps they get acquired. They merge and they get acquired until they become larger businesses, as you know, they pump up the volume for an increasing number of consumers, or perhaps they just go bankrupt. Maybe they just can't compete. You know, although it's more likely they get acquired. Maybe they go bankrupt and then get acquired. Who knows? Okay, so there is a consolidation in the number of market participants. You start to have a fewer number of larger producers. Okay, and that's just market dynamics. That just happens over time because of the fact that people are winning and losing, and part of winning is to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, that's called growth. That's also considered part of winning. So winning is, to win, you need to win all of the market. That's the ultimate goal of the game. And to win all the market, you need to keep growing, get bigger and bigger and bigger. All right. So the market can only bear a certain number of these bigger and bigger organizations trying to produce these products. Okay. Well, what happens is there's a combination of two things. First of all, the market dynamics change for the competitors, because at some point it becomes more efficient in a business sense, instead of putting effort into improving your product, to put effort into trying to eliminate your competitors. Okay, and that's exactly what goes on. They start striking up exclusive deals and start doing all this anti-competitive behavior to try and eliminate their competition. And if you study, you know, businesses as they grow from small to large and large to huge, that's all a part of it. For most of them, okay, is some degree of anti-competitive behavior where they're actually trying to eliminate their competition through one means or another. And the other factor is that as these products start becoming mass-produced, you start selling to a less educated, less enthusiastic set of consumers. It's being mass-produced, and you sell it to people who basically don't know what they're buying. Okay, they've sort of relying on the fact that you're a brand name and you've gone through this process, so they're trusting, you know, the capitalist process to sort of winnow out all the weaklings and all the losers. So they think they're getting, you know, the winners. But the problem with that is that it becomes feasible at that point as part of eliminating the competition. There are multiple ways of competing for lowering cost, and one is to decrease the quality of the product, okay, and to try and deceive the customer into, you know, to start actively deceiving the customer to think the product is something that's not. Okay, and this happens a lot too. So unfortunately, what happens is that not only do you have companies trying to eliminate the competition, they are trying to deceive the public and lowering the quality of their product in order to lower costs and increase profit. Now, this sort of end game is exactly where we're at with health insurance, because the health insurance industry, there's no innovation going on there at all. It's narrowed down to just a small set of very large health insurance companies, and the way that they're growing and boosting profits is by decreasing the quality of the product, by denying claims, and by denying coverage. Okay, so decreasing the quality of the product is how they're competing, how they're trying to eliminate their competition by increasing their profits so that they can buy out their competition. Okay, so that's the name of the game. Okay, so I think game theory is definitely applicable. Now, when people promote capitalism, they're usually promoting the opening game. But the thing you have to keep in mind is that a lot of these industries and a lot of the things we're complaining about are not opening game capitalism. It's end game capitalism that becomes problematic. Okay, so, and the health insurance industry is an excellent example of end game capitalism, where they're just big, they've got virtual monopolies, and they're just screwing the consumer because they can in order to increase profits. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.